friends and fellow adventurers, welcome to the MNmaxed podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue the Extinction Curse. We want to invite you to come join our Discord, where you can come hang out with us and other listeners of the show, where we talk about all sorts of things. If you'd like to throw a little financial support our way, check out our Patreon. We really do appreciate everybody who supports us. You help keep this show going. A shout out to our members at the big number level and above. Rock Jedi, Wolf, Blarnamos Slump, Emily S., Jason K., Just Mike Works, and Ross D. A recap of Session 50. Upon arriving to the Celestial Menagerie, we defeated 2 guards and entered. Kalkek, however, ran ahead of us, screaming for someone named Adravalo. We catch up to him and find him threatening a satyr. Combat begins shortly, and things go pretty poorly for this Adravalo character. Kalkek eats his face. The bar guest then runs off, kind of possessed. Shortly, we hear screaming, so we follow after, quickly letting out the caged Dryad and Pegasus. We catch up to Kalkek, who has killed a few schmucks. He transforms into a greater bar guest and decides he's going to kill us too. Halfway through the combat, a half-orc on a fucking mammoth shows up and helps us kill Kalkek. While this was probably a good thing, we all have our reservations. R.I.P., you face-eating demon. R.I.P.
So yeah, we are definitely out of combat.
We are?
I wave at the lady on the mammoth.
And I just want to say there's no reason I'm not going to attack this mammoth. I'm still confused. And it's my turn.
Yeah, you're still confused.
Oh shit, the confusion. Yeah, you're right. That is definitely a thing.
Wait, hold on. I killed Kalkek with my second action. I still have a third.
That's correct.
I'm going to move up and get myself in between Jeb and, these people, knowing that he's still confused.
So you're going to kind of move to intervene between...
Right. And as a free action, look out, he's under a confusion spell, Moonlight. Is that right?
Yes, that's what I said.
He may attack you. He doesn't mean it, really.
Let's go ahead and resolve the 3 attacks that Jebediah is going to put on
the mammoth
here.
Nope, it's Beach Bag. That's what I like to see. Let's go.
Good
I fail with a 19 on my first. I fail with a 15 on my second.
Oh, yeah,
and a natural
another good
20
roll.
on my... No. And a 16. I swing ravenously.
Yeah, that's 3 misses. Never been so happy to see Jeb miss.
And then I will attempt another will and get a 35.
There we go.
Definitely succeed. Jeb snaps out of it.
And I am still confused because now there's a fucking mammoth a couple feet away from me. And you said I do not know this mammoth from my time at the Celestial Menagerie.
No, Jeb, you look up, snapping out of your confusion, and lay eyes upon this absolutely majestic mammoth. Well-groomed, looks happy, and then atop where the female half-orc is sitting, she's looking down on you. She looks critical of you.
Well, are we doing initiative or what's up?
Bonnie's still bleeding.
Well, I was gonna say, can I do something to help that, but I rolled a 1, so it doesn't fucking matter.
I suppose it would have been bad either way.
Yeah, I mean, even if I did something to help stop the bleeding, sapping, I don't know.
The sapping.
The sappening.
The sappening.
The sapping.
It's sappening. Moonlight takes 5 points of bleed damage.
I'll use 3 rounds of a level 1 heal.
I mean, I would have moved up. I mean, I still would have had a turn. I would have moved up and just started talking to the mammoth trainer.
Everyone gets 1 HP.
1 HP. But that stops the bleeding, right?
Sure does, doesn't it?
Or does magical healing just assist in the recovery?
Yeah, it does say healing that restores you to your maximum HP. Are you at your maximum?
Absolutely not.
So, no, the heal wouldn't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, and the assisted recovery just talks about using medicine to administer first aid to stanch bleeding.
I can do that.
Well, how about this? Let's make
My turn.
The only thing that really does is it allows you to make an immediate check.
Yeah, so you have multiple checks.
Yeah, so why don't you go ahead and make it a check immediately after Jebediah's healing.
I don't know how in turn you want to be. We skipped over the mammoth rider.
Nah, they're not going to do anything for or against you right now.
Because like I said, I would have started talking to her I don't have quick diplomacy, so I would have just started talking.
But while you're bleeding, right?
I mean, nothing I can do about the bleeding. Personally,
Obviously.
I don't know medicine. I would have just, knowing I don't want to have to fight her and her mammoth, I would just ignore the bleeding and attempt to, like, she didn't immediately attack us, so.
Right. So you're
Moonlight ain't got time to sap.
I'm gonna attempt to get her on our side, or at least get her to not attack us.
The Wiz is gonna go examine Kalkek's body. He's never seen a greater barghest up close before.
So just for kind of the visual here, Moonlight walks up and is bleeding and talking to the mammoth trainer here while bleeding. So let's resolve the bleeding and then we'll have the conversation.
Okay, so Peach Pie needs to make a medicine check.
Medicine? All right.
Yep.
What's the DC for that?
It's just 15. And I get a 22.
The DC is usually the DC of the effect that caused the bleed.
Oh.
Which of course gets us into level-based DCs because it's not the effect, it's the creature that did it.
Gotcha.
And I'm pretty sure 22 does not beat our level DC here. It does not, no.
Well, Jeb could try, or Jeb could heal. You could do a
Jeb, you want to
could
give
do
it
a
a
battle
shot?
medicine on me too.
Yeah, I will
just
go
to get you,
ahead
because
and
healing to full would
Yeah.
remove the bleed.
I am down a bit though.
I will use our handy dandy wand.
Oh, okay.
There's 31 HP.
And that would have been before my turn, so that would have been enough, because you put that 6 additional on me, so I would have been at 26.
I did, yes.
I'd be at full.
Peach Pie attempts to treat Moonlight's wounds and fails to stop the bleeding. Then Jebediah comes up and taps Moonlight with the wand of heal, and it seals up and stops the bleeding. They're all doing that while Moonlight's having a conversation with the mammoth trainer.
Greetings, ma'am. I can't say I know you, but your mammoth looks well, which is better than most creatures here at the Celestial Menagerie.
You must be who Dusklight warned me about.
Oh, yes, sorry. I am Moonlight Shadowdance, ringleader of the Circus of Wayward Wonders.
I was told to stop you from making any trouble. Have you done that? Who is this creature? Did you bring him here?
No?
Gonna make a deception check?
Yes. Oh, do I hero point that? I think it's hilarious that I always use my hero points on, like, this kind of shit instead of, like, combat stuff.
Hey, that's what they're there for.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my hero point. It might be worse, but... Oh, that goes from an 8 to a 17 on the die for a 31 to bluff her.
She looks over and she goes, well, he must have come in after you. If you didn't let him in, if he didn't come with you here, was he already here? How did you get in?
Came in the front gate.
And what of the guards?
They were bad people. They had to be put down.
Are you saying that this creature killed the front guards too?
Well, no, we killed the front guards.
So did the creature come after you or before you?
I think...
After wouldn't be
it entered
lying.
the gates after we entered the gates.
She kind of like looks down at you, cocks an eyebrow. I was told to stop you from making trouble, and this is
I don't think you know the whole story here.
terrible.
Peach Pie, Jeb, and I all used to be part of the Celestial Menagerie. They locked me up in a box and put me on display in a cage. They whipped and killed Turtle's mother, and we're going to brand Turtle. That's the tiger over there. So we're only here to arrest Dusklight with the powers granted to us by the authorities of the town. We do not wish to cause trouble, but the front guards did not let us in, even though we were lawfully allowed to. Also, Boars was a bad person.
While Moonlight is explaining to the mammoth trainer that's astride the back of the mammoth, she looks around she doesn't see Turtle anywhere.
She doesn't see a large cat? Where the hell did Turtle go?
Turtle's hiding.
Turtle, like that turtle thing now. She just stealths around in the trees.
Turtle's specifically hiding.
I thought Turtle was hanging out at
Yeah.
the lions.
She was making her way there. She didn't get there quite yet.
Ah,
She's being stealthy.
okay. So I guess when I say that, I'll look around and be like, well, it's around here somewhere.
Well, I'll make a little...
Like, whistle.
And there she
So
is.
Turtle bounds out from behind the animal pens, and the mammoth rears up on its hind legs and trumpets nervously for a moment.
But as we said, or as I said, we are not here specifically to hurt people. We're just here to arrest Mistress Dusklight for her crimes against the city.
Also, a little bit of revenge.
And why are these people in this cell?
They called down from the cell for bullshit raisins.
It wasn't my fault.
I didn't do it.
And if the mammoth is no, like, concern to me, I will activate, once again, Speak with Animals.
Oh, got to throw a wrench into my RP gears, why don't you?
So while I'm talking to the mammoth rider, you're talking to the mammoth?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, like, I don't talk to fucking orcs.
That's actually pretty hilarious. Like, he's always just like whispering and like patting its trunk while I'm talking to the rider.
Okay, you think about what you're going to ask the mammoth, and I'll do the rider moonlight conversation. And what was the last question that you had? I'm sorry.
So the last thing I said is, why are there people in this cell, like under my feet?
I was kidnapped.
And does that seem like a fair thing to kidnap someone? I'm talking to the orc rider now.
The rider dismounts, and she says, well, I'm new around here. I don't know why he's in there, but I've been told not to ask questions or to listen to anything that he says.
Doesn't that seem a bit odd?
Sure, but punishment is punishment. If punishment is needed, then punishment is needed.
Yes, but is it needed?
Well, I don't know. I don't make those decisions. I was kidnapped. I tried running away.
I'll start opening the oubliette and letting this guy out, helping this guy out.
I'm so thirsty.
I'll give him some water. I have water skin on
Well,
me.
is it like locked, or is it just like something we can open?
It is locked.
I smash the lock off with my hammer.
Okay.
I will help the man out and I will give him water.
Okay.
Is it just the one guy down there, or is there more than that?
Yep, it's just one guy down there. He's tattooed. He's got pointy, sharp eyebrows that are at a hard angle, like an angry face angle. And he's just wearing, like, skin-tight shorts, and he's tattooed with scales all over.
He must be evil if he has tattoos, so...
But this man's most prominent feature are the gills on his neck.
Oh, is he like Abe Sapien? Is it Abe Sapien with tattoos?
As you take a second look, you see that his skin is cracked all over.
Oh, he's like a fucking waterman and they had him down there without water? What fucking bastards.
Is it like a nature check or something, or society to try to find out what he is, or do I just know what kind of race he is, or...
Go ahead and do society if you want to know that.
Is there like is there a water trough for like the animals nearby that I could dump him in?
I roll a nat 20 for a 19.
On society?
On society.
Well, I mean, honestly, that's probably enough. Hold on.
Well, it's a nat 20, so it's one step higher no matter what, right?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I should know at least.
He's an Azarketi.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, that doesn't
As
sound
a
familiar to me.
player, I've never heard of it. So what the fuck
Yeah.
is it?
I'm sorry, did you say a fish man just came up in front of me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Abe Sapien's here, man.
Yeah, I would have made a check on that too.
Society, for sure.
Hey, I'm making
But
the
he's
check,
a-
damn it.
Yeah, he's an
33.
Azarketi. 33. Azarketi are I think they're definitely a water race. I had never heard of them before this adventure either.
Any languages I know?
Here, wizard. They're more frequently referred to as the Gillmen.
Oh, the last Aslantes.
Yeah.
The Gillmen are the ones who think they're the only true descendants from the Aslanti.
They call themselves the Low Aslanti.
Low Aslantes, that's it.
Damn it.
The last Aslanti is Aradin.
I haven't taken
That's
Aslanti yet.
that's hence the very sharp, pointed, angry emoji eyebrows. A
Yeah.
lot of the Aslanti are, depicted in that fashion.
Suddenly it all makes sense.
I bet Dusklight saw this person and thought he was a freak or an oddity like me and thought she needed him for her circus. And so she caged him until he broke.
While Moonlight is being inspirational, I do want to try and find like a water trough to put this guy in.
There absolutely is one nearby.
I pick him up and I carry him over to the water trough and set him in it.
Okay. Let's say it's just right nearby. It's like 10 feet away.
Okay, I do that.
You're nearby the animal pens. So you go and you set him in the water trough, and the cracks in his skin, he like soaks up. You see an inch drop immediately from the water trough as you set him in there, and his skin just seems to completely rehydrate. It does look like his skin is somewhat translucent, but as you're looking at him, you realize that the tattoos that he have almost go out of their way to make him appear more fish-like.
Makes sense for a sideshow.
Yeah, and he looks up at you and he goes, Thank you very much.
He sounds better already.
Welcome, friend.
Did you put those tattoos on yourself, or did someone do that to you?
Good heavens, no. I was forced to have these tattoos put upon me to make me look more fish-like.
This is the woman you follow. Again, to the orc.
The mammoth trainer walks up to Moonlight. Make a diplomacy check, because this has been like a very long form, and I like the way you've played it out. So I'm going to give you a hero point on this.
Do I get a hero point for this?
Yeah, you've done well.
So first I get a 4, then I get a 13, so I get a 27, using that hero point immediately.
She looks down at you, and she extends a hand, and she's a pretty tall lady, so she has to kind of point her hand pretty far down to get down to you. My name's Evora Yarket.
It's a pleasure to meet you. If you would like to continue to work in a circus, I'm sure we could find a role for you at the Circus of Wayward Wonders.
I've been promised a role at the Celestial Menagerie.
Not for long.
Well, the mistress is about to be arrested, so...
Really?
Yes, she was working to undermine the city by colluding with Zolgas, aka Lizardmen, if you don't know what those were. I didn't.
AKA troglodytes.
Oh yeah, I suppose not Lizardmen. AKA troglodytes, because I didn't know what Zolgas were either.
And I'm going to pause here and go back a little bit to Jebediah.
What's up?
You cast Speak with Animals on yourself, and you're going to be talking to the mammoth while Moonlight's doing their interaction, and the Gilman is here too.
I want to understand. I want to know how long they've been here.
The mammoth replies back, 3 days.
Oh, that's good to know. And have you been treated well since you've been here?
Everything seems fine.
Well, I'm here for the lion behind you, because he was abused by Danica, who's now dead.
Lions make me nervous.
I can talk to him for you.
And say what?
Don't eat the mammoth. There's no way the mammoth would... the lion would stand a chance, would he?
No, absolutely not. Just like you'll tell the tiger not to eat me?
Oh, there's no way she'll hurt you. She's terrified of you. You're huge. Oh, so what kind of gates on Leonis's or lion, whatever, cage?
It's a simple animal pen. You could pull a peg up and release the animal.
Could Turtle pull a peg up?
That's more difficult. But if you want to roll the die for her,
sure.
Add her dexterity bonus.
15.
15. Sure. Yeah. Uses her nose and nudges it up and knocks it out.
And then I bellow at him and tell him I came for you.
Leandrus bounds out of the pen, and the mammoth again looks a little nervous. Tell him not to do anything.
I tell him the mammoth's kind of with us.
Leandrus looks over at you and just goes, You came.
I told you I wouldn't let you down.
Thank you.
And your slaver's dead.
I can see that. She wasn't always terrible.
Sorry, it wasn't me. I mean, you probably saw. Sorry you had to see that.
Gruesome. Violent.
My job here is done. Back to the circus.
Jeb has saved the animals campaign over.
The mammoth kind of settles down. And I guess the one thing I don't understand and I don't know, Speak with Animals isn't going to allow the mammoth to understand Leandrus. So
No, I don't see why it would. And it doesn't even make them, like... If he could still be wary of me, it doesn't change their friendship at all.
Right.
It just... I can use diplomacy skill with animals, but I can already do that
Yeah,
because I'm a druid.
I'd like
The
you to
spell
do
doesn't
a
make them more
wild
friendly.
do a wild empathy on the mammoth.
15.
Okay. The mammoth looks comforted by the fact that you told the lion not to eat her. You told Turtle not to eat her, and she looks much more comforted by you.
I didn't say I wouldn't eat her.
And relaxes, visibly relaxes. At that point in the conversation that Evora is having with Moonlight, notices the mammoth relax. At the end of these two interactions, from south of you, from out in front of the big top tent,
Like the way we came, or...
the way you came from, yeah,
Okay.
you hear a voice saying, "Over here! They went over here!"
Sounds like there might be more trouble. If you wish to fight with us against injustice, you are welcome to. Otherwise, I advise leaving.
She looks down at you and nods.
You can find
But-
us at the circus if you wish to leave. Choice is yours.
Right as that occurs, coming from the place that you all came from, the path around the side of the tent to the back area here, is a small, haunched over, almost like rat-like man. His front teeth are sticking out a bunch, and he's kind of like holding his hands together against his chest, and he's leading 2 town guards. "I saw him run back here." And one of the guards walks up and just goes, all right, what's going on back here?"
Ah, greetings, sir. Perhaps you can help us. We are here to arrest Mistress Dusklight on the orders of Chief Constable Pauldreen.
"I heard about that. Paperwork, do you have any kind of paperwork?"
Ah, yes. Here it is. And I pull out the piece of paper, hold it up to him.
And he leans in and squints his eyes. Yes, all right, yep, yes, yep, all right, everything looks good here. He gestures to the scene behind you and just goes, "I'm assuming this will show up in the report, yeah?"
Yes, well, there's a greater barghast we had to kill. He killed some people.
"Yeah, I see that. I also see that you killed him too, so good job, I guess. Well, we have patrol to get on to, then have a good night."
Yes, you too.
Who the fuck is this rat guy who brought these guards to us? What the hell's going on?
He's kind of standing there.
Does
and he's
anybody
wringing his-
recognize him, or...
He's standing there and he's wringing his hands. He goes, "I thought that you let him in. I didn't realize that you were here to. What are you here to do again?"
Arrest Mistress Dusklight.
I see. Arrest Mistress Dusklight. Okay, yeah. Gives 2 thumbs up.
Who are you?
Well, me? Kagrud. Kagrud. My name's Kagrud. And he holds his hand out
Oh,
to shake your hand.
nice to meet you.
Do I know Kagrud?
He runs the Midway. He generally spends most of his time at the prize booth in the Midway. So Peach Pie wouldn't have necessarily interacted with him much. Jeb wouldn't have necessarily interacted with him much. And he's a quiet man.
And Moonlight wouldn't know him at all, so... Are you a member of the circus?
I run the Midway. Yeah, running the ticket booth and track of all the games and stuff. Hi, hey, how you doing?
Hi, do you find Mistress Dusklight to be a fair and just leader?
Oh, fair and just. I mean, those are strong words. For circus folk, right? I don't, you know.
What does that mean?
I don't know. It's, quit looking at me like that. Oh my!
Because
quit look, you make me nervous.
Because we're circus folk, that means it's okay to be cruel and weird.
What? I mean, weird, sure, but cruel? I don't know. Look, I don't like. I just run carnival games. I don't like.
I suggest you go back to bed.
Okay. All right. So you're here to. What's gonna happen to the circus? I mean, do you know that? I mean, you're just what, deputies for Escadar?
Yes. We are just here to arrest the mistress. What happens to the circus after that is likely up to Andera Poultry.
And he kind of puts his hand up to his head, and he scratches his head, and he goes, "Wait, so I could just leave?"
I mean, yes. Why not?
Wait. Are there cute stuffed creatures in the midway?
Well, are you kidding me? It's filled with that kind of stuff.
Before you leave, I'd like one.
I believe you have to beat the game, Peach Pie.
Is one of them one of those ones where you hit something with a hammer?
I mean, no, but I mean, you could go do the wheel if you wanted, the hallowed wheel.
Can I hit that with the hammer?
Well, no, you spin the wheel. It's a big wheel though, so it's hard to spin.
I'd rather have something I can hit with the hammer.
Yeah. You seem like the kind of guy who would want to hit things with a hammer. Can I convince you to not?
I think if you gave him one of your stuffed creatures, he would probably not do it.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
A big one.
Okay. Yeah. I'm confused. What am I getting out of this again?
Why, I'm not threatening you at all.
Right. Oh, okay. I'll be right back. And he kind of points behind him. And I'll be right back. And he takes off from where he came.
Does he come back?
I mean, if you give him time.
And even before that, Moonlight will be like, as you can see, the town guard recognizes our authority to arrest the mistress.
Yeah, I see that, Avora says. Well, Geely and I want to perform. I can't just give up that opportunity. You're going to arrest her?
We always need people to perform.
I'm sorry, are you telling me that you're deputies for the city of Escadar and are in or run a circus?
Yes.
Boggles the mind, doesn't it?
Yeah, it kind of does.
Not really sure how exactly we got here, but we did.
Well, she crosses her arm and she looks at you and she goes, "You're definitely interesting, I'll give you that. But if I get a spot in one of the rings, grand finale, oh, that's the dream."
The grand finale, we do usually do the animal acts.
And she just looks over and kind of nudges, or jabs a finger at Jebediah's direction and just goes, "This one definitely has a thing for the animals too, I can tell. Geely didn't stomp or gore him to death."
Well, yes. As I said, you rescued the tiger over there, whose name is Turtle. I know it's confusing.
And Leandrus too, I see.
Yes. Jeb appealed to Leandrus the last time we met him.
Well, let me go get my things.
Danica did not treat him well. You whipped him.
Well, Danica's dead now.
You don't whip your mammoth, do you?
Well, absolutely not.
Seems like it'd be a bad idea anyways,
What?
but...
No. Geely is a big old softy, and she pats Geely on the flank and just like starts baby talking to the mammoth. She just goes, "Oh, you're just a big old sweetie. Yes, you are. Yes, you are."
You would have found you wouldn't have fit in here very well anyways.
I'll fit in anywhere that'll give us a chance to perform.
Yes, but Mistress Dusklight is cruel.
Well, whatever you say, I'm gonna go get my things. And
Perfect.
she disappears into the tent, and Geely prances after her.
I like that you describe how the mammoth runs as prancing.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything prancing about a mammoth.
Geely is a very sensitive performer.
So it didn't go the savage route, it went the other route when it leveled up.
Yeah, there you go. So Evora and Geely disappear into the big top tent, and they're gathering things. The Gilman stands up out of the trough. He says, "Well, if you're the law coming to pick up Dusklight, then I'm free to leave."
Yes, you were unlawfully held. You can do whatever you want.
Would you like to work in a circus? We'll give you a tank of water.
We already have one.
It's true. Fuck that magician.
See, I was actually kidnapped from a traveling performance troupe.
Well,
But most of my fellows were slaughtered in the attempt.
wait, they killed your performance troupe to
Yeah, they-
steal you?
They tried to They tried to engage and capture all of us. But I was caught off guard. I was caught in my sleep, and everybody else fought.
Who exactly? Like, who was there?
Definitely Dusklight.
She was there herself, huh?
Yeah.
I shouldn't send her lackeys to do her bidding.
Oh no, she had a special interest in somebody in my group. Didn't know who, but...
Who else was there? Anybody distinctive?
In-
I'm going for the half-giant or whatever, or hill-giant, if he was there or not.
Oh, like in the party that took them?
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, if you were to ask...
that's exactly
Yeah.
what I'm asking, yes.
Yeah, Creel was definitely part of that. My name's Zuffy.
Nice to meet you. Moonlight Shadow Dance.
Well, I am a performer at heart, and he swipes with his hand, and from the water trough, a ball of water comes up, and it starts doing figure eights in front of him as he kind of is making the water dance. Really do love this, but he sends the water back to the trough. I really should go to the wet house and make sure that my family and that my friends at the embassy are okay.
Well, you are a free person. You can do what you wish. If you decide you would like to join our circus, just meet us on the grounds on the other side of town.
The wet house?
Yeah, it's the name of the Gilman embassy in Escobar.
Fantastic.
Yeah. We'll see if I'm not needed away. How long will you be here?
I have no idea.
Well, if you're still here when I've done my check-in, I may come and see you either way.
We'd be happy to have you, but we're just happy to see you free.
Well, I'll see you soon. And he strides off.
Moonlight bows as he walks away. See you soon. Well, Wiz, I apologize, but at least you got to see him transform.
Yeah, I really wanted to see him ascend, but
Well, you saw him ascend. You just didn't see him.
wasn't as big as I was expecting.
Never mind.
Well, now you know. So do we know where Mrs. Dusklight would be at this point? Like, where's her office?
You're not really sure unless you ask somebody.
Has Kagrud come back with my animal?
I suppose at this point, yeah, he would have come back.
What is this guy, like a
What kind
taxidermist?
of animal did you bring me? No, stuffed animal.
Stuffed animals, dude.
Like a toy stuffed animal, not a taxidermy
Because
stuffed
I want to
animal.
taxidermy the bar guest
Are you gonna put him on your
in
mantle?
Danica.
No, put him out like front, like those bears that you always see. In, like,
No, he would come back with his arms are held out wide to carry the stuffed animal, and he can't really see while he's holding it, so he holds it off to the side and then walks towards you. But he's bringing you a large stuffed animal with the body of an angel and the head of a horse.
that is an odd combination.
The body of an angel and the head of a horse?
Yes.
I'ma fuck it.
Peach Pie, what are we going to do with that?
I wanted something cute to make me happy. This is a little disturbing.
And Kagrud kind of goes, all right, here you go.
Kagrud,
Yeah.
where's Mistress Dusklight?
Oh, Mistress D. Yeah, sure. She's in the Heavenly Gallery.
And would I know where that is?
It's the big building next to the big top tent. The big top tent. You know, the building next to the big top tent.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, and here, you can keep this strange thing. I've changed my mind.
That's why you don't want it?
Can I have it?
I give it to the
Yeah, I
wizard.
brought it over here. I don't want to walk it back over.
He stuffs it in his sleeves.
Takes a couple of shoves.
So if assuming we head northwest around the tent, we'd get there?
Before he leaves, Moonlight Big. And where's the master? The druid, Drogden.
Well, Drogden, they took his tent down when they put up the Heavenly Gallery. He should be in the gallery, I think. That's where it usually is. I don't see him very often. I don't go into the gallery.
He would be with Dusklight then.
I don't know. With Dusklight in the same building. There's rooms in the building. I don't know. I don't go in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay. Can I go now?
Moonlight, like, flips him a gold, like, for your trouble. Thank you.
He looks down at it and he instinctively bites it. Oh, yeah. Thanks. Have a good night. Takes a couple of steps backwards, turns around and hurriedly runs away.
I guess we know where to go. We head to the Heavenly Gallery.
So back here, you can see the end of the building of the Heavenly Gallery that was being referred to, but there's no entrance in the back here. It goes all the way down south to in front of the Big Top Tent, and I know you guys kind of ran up here, but there is an entrance to that building with a curtain in front of it.
What's this building made out of?
A wood. It's a wooden building.
Peach pie. Can you make us a door here?
No, I got this. And I whip out
door knocker?
I whip out the door knocker.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Well, are we
Okay.
gonna... Hold on. Before we bust in on Mistress Dusklight, perhaps we should take a moment. 10 minutes, perhaps?
Oh, yes. I suppose that would make sense.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal.
Yeah, if we're going in an enclosed space, I might swap up spells a little bit.
I will do a heal on me as well.
Nat 20 crit.
Peach pie critically crits his medicine check.
Yeah, critically crit it.
I crit it
Do we get
too.
our 10 minutes uninterrupted?
You do get your 10 minutes uninterrupted.
Perfect.
Focus point. Alright, so we take 10 minutes, rest up,
I'm good to
and
go.
then, yeah, take it away, Wiz.
This'll be fun.
Okay, before we get into there, Wizard has to show me exactly which
Right in front of me.
square.
Let's see.
This
This is the
description here.
incessant door knocker or something
Yes,
like
it's
that.
the insistent door knocker. Level 6 item, blah blah blah. Takes 2 actions. I can use it once per day. I place the door knocker against a wall, floor, or ceiling. It fuses in place and creates a usable door within the surface. Any creature can move through the door normally, as if there's always been a door there. A door can penetrate up to 1 foot of material. So thick material such as heavy stone walls can cause this effect to fail, which does still expend its use. A thin layer of metal in a wall, floor, or ceiling also causes the effect to fail.
Good to know. Not an issue here. Describe to me what's happening. Like, the insistent door knocker allows you to just, like, open a door somewhere.
So I basically... It comes in a variety of shapes, too, so it's really... What do we want it to look like, guys? The examples it gives is a gargoyle holding a ring in its mouth or a bird clutching a ring in its talons.
Oh, I think it should be like...
Oh, so it's like an actual, like a door knocker.
It's like an actual, like, door knocker.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something that would be specific to the Circus away we're
That's what I was... Because I can't think of anything that'd be really specific to the Wiz. I was trying to think of anything circus related, but... Well, it's supposed to be random, I guess, so it's not like I really get to pick what it is. Tyler, what kind of door knocker did I buy?
You bought a door knocker with what looks like an Oni demon with a ring in its mouth.
I'll take that. Okay. Like, no, I got this. And I just reach up into one of my sleeves, pull out that door knocker, shove it onto the wall, and just, like, open a door.
I love it.
Push it open.
When you pull the door open, it reveals a deep violet curtain, an expensive-looking curtain in front of you. Muffled voices from behind. You recognize one of the voices. Well, we just wait here until they show up. We'll, I'll just pretend that I got here before they showed up, and I'll, have you in handcuffs, right? See, we'll have a rope, that's, breakaway rope, tying your wrists together, and then we'll jump
fucking him.
when they're...
It's fucking him. Oh my god.
Is that Smiley?
Mid-conversation, I'm just gonna poke my head through the curtain and be like, oh, hey. I can hear you.
You pop your head into there, and you see Derricus and some unknown circus hand, like a bruiser, sitting next to him. They're both lounging in this lavish-looking room, and they both have goblets of wine. And, they gotta make their way all the way through the Heavenly Gallery before, and then when the wizard pops his head in, Dericus startles, like, shakes the wine cup. You know that thing when somebody scares you and you're holding a cup of, liquid, and it splashes all over the place, and he gets red wine all over his face and all over the curtains. He just goes, whoa, jeez, huh, how did you get there?
I mean, there was a door here.
There's not a door there.
I made a door here.
You made it. Puts his hand on his temples. You made a door there. Oh, that's not how this was supposed to go.
Oh, I'm sorry, and I closed the door.
Close the door or back out of the curtain?
I went back out of the curtain and just closed the door.
Oh, Peach Pie goes in.
Okay, so Peach Pie, you walk back in through the curtain. So.
Yeah, I see the wizard, or I hear the wizard say, "Oh, sorry," and like close the door. And I wanted to just like poke my head in and say, "Hello."
But I feel like the wizard showing up would be the start of combat.
Probably would be the start of combat.
How is that not a surprise round? You created a door.
I mean, I
also talk to them.
ruined the surprise round by poking my head through.
I'd say it probably would have been if he hadn't just like poked his head and been like, "Hi,
Guys.
Oh, hey, sup?
I did what the whiz would do.
bitches."
Well, Dericus will use his first action to stand.
Am I in the room? Am I next to him?
No, you're not in the room.
Okay.
Dericus, for his first action, will stand. Second action, he'll fetch his sword and hold it in the readied position. And he doesn't have time to get his shield. So he stands ready. Jebediah, it's your turn. You want to move in, I'm assuming?
Sure. Yeah, I'll charge in. And who am I met with?
Dericus Stallet, Deputy Constable.
What is this madness, Dericus?
You took me by surprise. You weren't supposed to open a door in the wall.
My bad.
You've been with them the whole time?
And he kind of just like shrugs. He just goes, "Gold's gold, Jeb. Gold's gold."
He's got a point.
He didn't really seem that greedy of a person when we met him, so I don't know about that. Like, we tried to offer him free tickets, and he was all like, "I can't do that. I'm a fucking..." This guy's got some weird morals.
He's been an under the radar.
Does he wish to
corrupt
strike?
cop. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He puts his hand right back on the hilt of his sword, and he says, "I can't have you taken and reporting me back to Angera. You gotta die, Jeb."
Charging does not mean I need to do anything specific, so I'm charging right through.
Yep, you just move twice and attack.
On your way through, Dericus will get just an attack of opportunity.
Okay. Fair.
Swings at you with his bastard sword, wielding it in two hands. A 32 to hit.
E.
Jebediah gets slashed for 13 points of damage.
I can accept that. I will then follow up. Big old war axe.
War axe.
32 to hit.
And it gets him.
27 damage. I'll attempt another attack. 22.
22 will miss.
Okay, I'm good.
Then after Jebediah, the thug that's in the room here with Dericus, he uses his first action to also stand, his second action to grab his great club, and then his third action to stride down and flank Jebediah with Dericus. And that's his turn. Peach Pie.
Peach Pie will move into the room. Well, I will flank Dericus with Jeb. That's action 1. Action 2 will be to rage. Action 3 will be to attack.
I like how satisfied we all are we to hit this guy.
Oh, yeah. 33 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Not a crit. Good grief.
Even with the -2, goddamn.
I deal him 25 damage.
That's a big hit.
That's the end of my turn.
All right. Wizard, it's your turn.
Can I see them?
The curtains get in the way. You need to enter the room if you're going to see them at all.
I enter the room. 25. I move into the corner behind Peach Pie. And I'm our electric arc, Dericus, and human thug.
Let's see, the thug gets a 34 and Dericus gets a 30.
They both save. I rolled 15 damage, so they'll each take 7 each.
Then after the wizard, Moonlight.
And Moonlight will move up and open the curtain or go through the curtain. And that's actually all of their movement that they can do. Almost everything I have is a fortitude save, and all we've been fighting is freaking fighters. Moonlight will cast a spell on Derricus. I need a fortitude save.
Okay. And he gets a 23.
He fails.
All right. What happens?
This is Ray of Enfeeblement. Oh, hold on. I have to make a ranged spell attack on him first. 27 hit him?
Does not hit him.
27 doesn't hit him?
27 doesn't hit him.
Who the fuck has a 27 or higher?
Apparently Derricus.
That pisses me off. I did not realize that this was both. I'm getting rid of that spell too, because that's dumb. You have to beat both a spell attack and a fortitude save? Well, yeah. Moonlight's done. Bullshit.
Well, top of round 2, it's Derricus's turn. Derricus will use his first 2 actions to make a power attack against Jebediah.
Power attack. I want that.
Against your flat-footed DC, or your flat-footed AC, Jebediah does a 26 hit you.
Yes.
26 points of slashing damage.
Yeesh.
And then with his third action is going to go down across the room.
Attack of opportunity.
Oh, yes. Peach Pie will get an attack of opportunity.
It just makes me even more mad, because I wonder if -2 to attack would have made it so that he couldn't hit him.
Oh, I got a 24. I might take my action point. Yeah, I'm going to take my action point on that. No. Miss.
Attack of opportunity miss on Derricus. That takes us over to Jebediah. It's your turn.
So he is just below me now, it looks like.
Yeah, you move down right next to his buddy.
And like, are they like an exit? I mean, they're like up against a tent door. I mean, it's probably not a door, but
you know, it's really hard for you to tell because of the curtain. The curtain, and to point out here, is lining every wall in this room, including where the door is.
All right. Well, I will.
So you can't really tell.
Attack him with a 30.
30 hits.
17.
17 slashing damage. Another hit on.
With my remaining 2 actions, I will activate Reflection of Life.
Okay.
Good
2
call.
action Reflection of Life. What does that? What gives you fast healing?
Yep.
Right. That's right. Okay. Got it. Then after Jebediah, it's the Thug's turn. He's going to use his first action to step so that he's next to Jebediah. His second action to shove Jebediah. Jeb does a 36 beat your fortitude DC.
I mean, it probably crits it. It crits it by 1.
Crits it. Okay. So he could push you 10 feet. He's not going to. He's going to push you so that you're right next to Moonlight and then follow you. And with his third action, he's going to do the thing that the bruisers at the front gates did, which was the terrifying sneer. And is going to demoralize Jebediah.
But no.
Does a 22 beat your will DC? No. Okay. You are not demoralized. That was the Thug's turn. Peach Pie.
All right. Well, I will move in behind the Thug and be flanking with Jeb, but I'm not going to actually attack him. I'm going to, again, attack Derricus.
Oh, okay.
I swear every time they get in a position for me to color spray, you guys fucking walk in my way.
Sorry, we're melee. It's what we do.
Delay it.
You want me to delay?
I'm literally right after you.
All right, I delay.
Oh, Peach Pie delays?
I delay.
All right. And table talk.
I start to move and the wizard yells at me.
Hey, whoa, man. All right, wizard, it's your turn.
Peach Pie, give me like 6 seconds, man.
Okay.
I mean, technically this all happens in 6 seconds.
The whiz steps into the one spot that I can color spray and hit both of them and nobody else.
Okay. So then we're going to need will saves from Derricus and the Thug.
Yes, and this is a 4th level color spray.
4th level color spray.
During the 10 minutes outside, I swapped one of my spells for color spray.
Aha. That means that a level 9 or higher creature will count as outside of the incapacitation range?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and let's see what they roll. And wow.
Oh, fuck me. Oh,
Wow.
fuck.
Wow. Well, the wizard steps up, color sprays. The thug gets a 16.
That's a
And
critical failure.
It's a critical failure, and he is not high enough level to overcome the incapacitation trait of your 4th level color spray. Dericus gets a 19, which is a failure, I believe.
Yep.
Dericus also is not high enough level to overcome the incapacitation of your 4th level color spray.
Oh, very nice.
Fantastic.
So the critical failure, he's stunned for 1 round and blinded for 1 minute. The regular failure, he's stunned 1, blinded for 1 round, and dazzled for 1 minute. Yeah, it's my turn.
Okay. Well, after the wizard comes up and just rains the, I don't know, and I always picture glitter for some reason with color spray. I know it's not glitter dust, but...
I'm imagining like the colors just like shine or flow off my fucking cloak.
Pocket sand.
Okay,
Like my robe fucking lights up and just blinds you.
Okay, well, after the wizard, does Peach Pie re-enter initiative?
Yeah, I'll take my turn then.
Okay.
So now Dericus is going to be flat-footed, huh? That's fun.
He will be.
I'll move over to him, and I'll attack him. 34 to hit,
That hits.
23 damage,
23 bludgeoning damage.
and I'll attack again.
All right.
I'll miss with that, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay. Moonlight, your turn.
Moonlight will say to Dericus, "You shouldn't have fucked with us." I'll make a demoralize check 29 to beat his fortitude DC.
Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, no, that absolutely succeeds.
Okay, so he is frightened 1 then also. And then I'll just throw a book at him. Probably gonna miss. Fucking 2. God damn it. I'm done.
All right. Book goes flying across the room. At the top of round 3, it's Dericus's turn. He loses his first action into the stunned condition. But for his second and third action, he drops his sword and he puts his hand up and he goes, okay, all right. This isn't worth my life. I surrender. And then he passes his turn, which brings us over to Jebediah.
So he's like trying to say like stop. He just wants to be a friend. No, this guy conned us like 4 times.
Don't kill me. This isn't worth my life.
It is. Too bad.
Is it too late, Jebediah?
It's too late. Ugh.
Jebediah ain't no redeemer.
Alright, I'll fail with the 19. I'll try again though. Here with them attacking here. 29?
There it is.
There it is. 29 hits.
18.
All right.
And then-
18 damage. Cuts Dericus, and he's bleeding. He goes down on one knee, and he looks like he is threadbare from death.
Well, with my final strike, I will attempt it on the other guy just to like move some damage around here. And I'll miss with an 11. And I'll be good.
Well, it is that guy's turn. However, he's stunned. So, instead, it's the wizard's turn.
I kind of just want to burn some spells for fun because like I have a ton of spells left.
We still got to fight Dusklight.
I have a ton of spells left.
We've got Dusklight, the Druid Drogden, the Hill Giant.
I have 13 spells left.
We have a lot of shit to fight. And likely the bosses.
I drop a sudden bolt on Dericus because fuck that dude.
Fuck that guy in particular.
3rd level sudden bolt.
Alright.
I want to murder him. Wait.
He's like down on one knee and bleeding out.
Yeah, and he just begged for his life too.
He certainly did.
The Wiz isn't evil. And he doesn't really give a fuck that he was betrayed. He'll sudden bolt the thug. No,
Okay.
he knows he just fucked up the thug. God damn it. Why can't I
Easy.
just be evil?
If
Like,
it makes it easier, the thug hasn't really taken any damage.
If it makes it easier, you can be evil.
I just blinded him, and I know, like, I blinded him good.
Oh, yeah.
The Wiz just kind of looks around the room. Is it nicely furnished? I see lots of nice tapestries and things.
Yeah, I don't know if, like, furnish is the right word for it. Like, are
these some nice soft rugs?
Purple velvet curtains around the whole room. There's subdued lanterns that illuminate delicate paintings of cranes in flight. All these nice carpets on the floor. It's a nice room, and it has a very, very expensive looking aesthetic.
I go prone and rub my face against the nice rugs. Perfect.
I'm trying to think of the movie
nice.
where they say something about tapestries. What movie is that from?
Guys, can I keep one of these?
Indiana Jones.
Can I keep one of these for my my wagon?
You can have all of them.
I can?
Yes.
Peach Pie, it's your turn.
I'll take a swing at Mr. Derricus. He is no longer flat-footed, though, right?
That is correct.
Okay. I will move south so I can get in flanking with him with my friend Jeb when Jeb moves down. And I get it at 20.
Ah, I see.
And I deal him 43 damage.
Wow.
He had 5 HP?
Yeah, I told you, he was like down on one knee and bleeding out. He wasn't doing too hot. So yeah. He only had 5 HP.
He might be down on his knee, which gives me excellent vantage to swing my hammer down on the top of his head. And I'm certain it is quite disgusting and terrible. You know, I really, really didn't like that guy.
Peach Pie, you ruined that rug. Like, that's going to be a bitch for me to clean, man.
You always forget prestidigitation, wizard.
It's still, like, I'm always going to know, like, brains were on that rug.
That's
like,
fair. I wonder.
Always gonna know.
Speaking of brains and gore, did any of it splatter onto the other guy?
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
Do you know what that was that just splattered you, friend?
What?
The brains of Derricus Stolid.
Well, yeah.
Are you going to try and attack us?
Puts his hand up to his chin.
While blind?
Yeah, absolutely. No.
Good choice. Drop your weapon and walk away.
Clatters to the ground. Can't really see anything right now.
Do your best.
Someone just lead him to the door.
All
I
right.
need that door over there.
And that's the end of my turn.
Like, he holds his hand out. Unless we want to go through order here. He's just gonna, like, blindly feel his way to
Just gonna push him out the door.
the door you made.
Yeah.
Where he'll be met with a tiger.
Speaking of that door, I'm going to use an action to remove my door knocker and return it to normal after.
Oh, you can do that? Oh, it's reusable?
It's once per day.
It's once per day.
Oh, that's so awesome.
It's a freaking level 6 item.
It cost me like 250 gold. Like I bought that instead of like upgrading weapons or any of that other shit. Like I didn't know what to spend it on.
That's how you get your cool items. I mean, you got your sleeves of storage because of the same reason.
Because I don't use a fucking weapon. I learned all the spells we have from like scrolls and shit, and I'm just like, what do I got left? Okay, I'm gonna buy something stupid with this.
I love the insistent door knocker. It's such a cool fucking item. But anyways, if nobody stops the thug and you escort him out the door and you close it, you pull the door knocker back.
Did my spell slime sense any magic on this guy? Or smell any magic on the guy, the thug?
Before he gets escorted out?
Yeah. Like, as I'm escorting him out, does my spell slime, like, crawl over to him and start looking for... going towards some magic or anything?
Couldn't have, like, pat him down or something? No. Because the spell slime would point out to you that the great club that he dropped on the floor is magic. So he dropped really the only magical thing that he had.
Yeah, I escort him out, and I'll take that club.
Alright. So what do you want me to...
And the door disappears.
Closes the door on his face, disappears, and he's gone. Well, fantastic.
I'm gonna clean the brains off that rug right away, because you can't let that shit, like, settle into the rug. It's even prestidigitation, man, that's a bitch to get out.
Wani, are you just doing damage to Derricus because you didn't get a chance to?
No, Moonlight throwing books at Derricus's dying body to make sure he's dead.
That was
So
really
how-
rather gruesome.
He betrayed us. He deserves it.
Yes, I do rather see that, though. I'm glad we let the other one live. Not everyone is evil, just misguided, perhaps.
Yes, well, you got lucky.
Derricus, that smiling dick was fucking with us the whole time. I'm glad he's dead. But there's a lot more enemies still to go in the Celestial Menagerie. Tune in next week when we make them dead too. Or will we? Find out next time as we continue the Extinction Curse. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.